Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, C. Dixon, and here we have my dog Herc. Today we're gonna recap Insecure. I'm about to call this episode "The Door is Open." Let's start this off with Lawrence. The show starts off with Lawrence in the bed having pillow talk with Condola, and he invites himself to Condola's Friendsgiving. Here he meets all of her bougie, black, and successful friends. They all seem to hit it off. In another timeline, Lawrence is preparing for an interview at work. He gets to the interview, finds out that it's canceled because the company is restructuring. Lawrence is so confident that his job is safe that we almost know he's going to lose his job in the next 2 to 3 episodes. Meanwhile, Issa is out at a cafe that Condola introduced her to. Lawrence walks up behind Issa, sees that she's watching a movie, and then they start doing this little flirting thing, inside jokes about movies. It's too close for comfort. I understand, like, okay, I'm gonna let the gas up on Miley for this one because it is starting to get very messy, and it does not have to be this messy. Condola and Issa can be business partners. However, I don't think that Lawrence and Issa need to be friends. It's just too much. Meanwhile, Lawrence and Issa are having this back and forth chit chat insider joke about these movies, and Condola walks up. Condola is obviously feeling super awkward and insecure, which is the theme of the show. She wants to know why he's sitting here kikiing with his ex. It ended up being so awkward that Issa takes her entire tray of food and runs out the door claiming that she got it to go. I would have ran too, girl. In the next scene, Lawrence goes to the Friendsgiving party. He's getting along with everyone, and then he meets Condola's friend who also works in the tech world. She asked him about his job. He tells her, yeah, we're restructuring, but you know, my job is safe. And she looking at him like, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Hold your horses. That's another foreshadow into the coming weeks that Lawrence will probably lose his job. On the other hand, Molly and Issa are at the grocery store shopping. Issa came from Molly's head whenever she said, oh, you might not want to invite Asian Bae to Thanksgiving dinner because what you gonna do is just scare him off. And okay, I'm gonna get off Molly's head this episode. On one hand, we know how Molly is. We know Molly's history of relationships on this show. For majority of the show, Molly's relationships have not worked because of her, or she enters something toxic at her own risk. Anyway, so Issa, we get it. But in a time where Molly's trying to change and grow, you always reminding her of her past is what's going to lead to the end of y'all's friendship. Anyway, Molly comes back and says, well, at least I'm not for toiletries and weed. And I was like, ooh, girl. So Issa had to take a pause and say, hey, what's going on? Like, you coming at me a little bit too hard? I'm super glad that Issa was able to be mature and tackle the situation and say, what's going on? Molly and Issa both agreed to talk. They leave the grocery store, and fast forward to Thanksgiving at Issa's. Tasha Mack is Issa's mom, which I thought was super random. Tasha Mack is like a very young looking mom. I feel like that would have been better with any other black actress over 50. I don't know, someone who looked like they were old enough to be Issa's mom. Anyway, this part was super funny because Issa and her brother are walking up to her mom's house and they see an ambulance and somebody on a stretcher. So they start running and they say, Mom! And then her brother says, oh, that's just Stanley. And they start walking, basically like, oh, we don't care. They leave the Thanksgiving dinner. They decide not to stay. And their mom goes off in the ambulance with Stanley. So Issa and her brother go to this Mexican restaurant and decide to spend Thanksgiving together that way. Issa sends Molly a text message and she tells Molly that, you know, things have gotten crazy. I'll let you know if I'm coming over. If you get that text message, you already know Issa ain't showing up. So Issa and her brother are at dinner, and Issa actually tells her brother that she felt some type of way about seeing Lawrence out and about with his ex-girlfriend, which is 100% understandable. A lot of people have been saying since the first episode that Condola is getting the man that Issa built. Lawrence was a bum, technically, when he was with Issa, and now Condola reaps the benefits of somebody who is buying flowers, somebody that's fixing sinks, somebody voluntarily trying to meet her friend. So yes, I understand why Issa feels that way. Now, does Issa really miss Lawrence? I don't know about it. I think Issa is curious as to what her and Lawrence's relationship would have been if she stuck with him or he stuck with her into his success. So she tells her brother that she was feeling some type of way, and it was 100% understandable. Her brother validates her feelings. I'm super glad we got more scenes with her brother in this episode. I love his character. He's super funny. He's super real. Then on the other side of the world, Lawrence is at the Thanksgiving party, and he is talking to Condola's drunk friend, Nikki. Nikki is basically the Kelly of the group. She loud, she drinks, she likes to turn up, and she has a no filter. Anyway, he's talking to Condola's friend. Condola's friend tells Lawrence that Condola's husband, left her. We knew Condola was divorced, but we did not know that her husband left her. Then she says, I'm glad that Condola is doing this. She deserves it. Talking to Lawrence as if, yeah, she needs to go out there and explore. This caused Lawrence to question the relationship of he and Condola. Not to mention, at the Thanksgiving party, Condola tells everybody, keep me far away from the altar. So it's obviously things that Lawrence and Condola haven't talked about yet. They haven't talked about marriage or any other important things. Their relationship is just steady flow because it's full of nothing. I was here for Lawrence and Condola, but now I'm just like, this is too much. This is too much. All right, then Issa uploads a video of her and her brother kikiing, having a fun Thanksgiving dinner at this Mexican restaurant. Fast forward, on another side of the world, we're at Molly's house for Thanksgiving, and Molly still can't stay out of grown folks' business. I get it. They explored it last season. Your daddy cheated on your mama, but your mama decided to take him back. Stay out of grown folks' business. Just last season, you were the third party in Dro and his wife relationship. So let it go. If your mama took your daddy back, mind your business. Stay out of grown folks' business. You know, this episode could not go by without a black elder telling somebody they done gained some weight. Anytime you go to any family function, somebody gonna be talking about your weight. So Molly's mom tells her that. Molly actually tells her mom about Asian Bae, aka Andrew, and her mom is here for it. Her mom actually drops this little gem that Molly had been needing. Molly needed this reassurance. Her mom tells her, if he's for you, he's not going to think that you're doing too much. And being the holidays, you know, people start getting cold out. People start, you know, they start wanting a partner. It's cuffing season. So Molly's looking at her phone, looking at pictures of couples, and she wants that. Anyway, Issa texts Molly and she tells her basically, hey, you know, I'm not gonna be able to make it. Let's just talk a whole nother day. Molly texts her back and said, do you, girl. It's fine. It's fine. Lawrence approaches Condola about the information that her friend Nikki just gave to him about her ex leaving her, and also what Lawrence gathered from the conversation was that he was basically a fallback boy. To me, I see it this way. Issa is to Condola what Tasha was to him. Tasha is the bank girl, if y'all remember her. Tasha took the relationship more seriously than Lawrence did, and now that dynamic is exactly what we're getting with Condola and Lawrence. One, Condola tells Lawrence, basically, you invited yourself over. And for two, Lawrence says, oh, well, would you still be with your ex if he didn't leave? And Condola says, this is not even about me. Would you be with Issa if she hadn't cheated? And I've seen a lot of people say it was a dumb question. I think that was a really good question because lots of people stay in relationships that go through affairs and cheating. So Condola wants to know, was Issa your person that just made a mistake, or was Issa really not for you and that's why you left? We all clearly know that Lawrence still has love for Issa and he left because he felt that he was supposed to. On another scene, we have Issa and her brother sitting in the car after dinner, and her mom, Tasha Mack, texts the brother and says, "Thank you guys for coming and spending time with the family during Thanksgiving. This means everything." And they start laughing because they flaked on the family dinner and went to this Mexican restaurant. Anyway, the gem that we're going to gather out of this conversation, Issa's brother tells her, "Oh, well, it's fine. You don't have to do something just because you're supposed to." That automatically made me think about the conversation that Condola is having with Lawrence. We all know that Lawrence left Issa because he felt that he was supposed to. He wanted to be a man. How could he stay with somebody who cheated on him? However, he still has his love for Issa, and I think he knows that Issa is his person. Oh, I don't want Lawrence and Issa to get back together. After Lawrence and Condola have this stressful conversation, Lawrence is at home scrolling through Instagram, and he sees Issa upload the video of the dinner at the Mexican restaurant with her brother. This fool responds to her story. He doesn't respond to her story with words, but he does a little laughing emoji thing, you know, the boop. But the door is open. The door is open. Why are you DMing your ex? Lawrence is still the boy that we knew him to be, because why would you wait until you and Condola get into this disagreement for you to hit up Issa on some friendly stuff? So this is my prediction. I think that Issa's gonna have the message from Lawrence. She's gonna end up sitting on the message all episode not knowing what to respond, because this is gonna be a messy situation. Issa is friends with Condola. She don't have to be friends with Lawrence, but he's trying to open the door. So what's gonna happen right there? My prediction is that Issa and Lawrence will end up having sex. I don't think they're gonna get back together, but I think they'll toy with the idea of them getting back together because Issa wants to know, what would it be like to have the successful Lawrence? Little does she know, you about to get the old Lawrence back, because Lawrence is about to lose his job. All right, I think that's it for this episode. If you liked our conversation, comment below. What did you think about tonight's episode? Be sure to share this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.